SPARG0 has obviously been one of the best players in the world for a long time, and at Supernova, he proved it because he didn't have the pressure of, oh my god, like I'm so close to being number one, and then, you know, maybe faltering a little bit like he has in the past, but at Supernova, he knew no one could stop him. So we're going to be watching two of his sets, one versus a player that had beat him, Hurt, and then one in grand finals that we all know what happens, but just in case you somehow don't, I won't spoil it yet. But first I have to say, I'm sorry. I've been lying to you. I'm not actually bald. While yes, I am balding. Look, you can see the top of my head doesn't have much hair, but if you look to the side, there's a good amount of hair. But for people like me, we can go to today's sponsor, Manscaped. Manscaped has a bunch of different razors, but the Dome Shaver is exactly what I need to make sure that this head is looking mighty smooth. In fact, let's look at how good it works literally on camera. That was so fast. Oh my god, I actually didn't expect it to work that well, but I'll be right back using this to get a clean shave. Ah, see? That's much better. Honestly, with the Manscaped Skin Safe technology, that felt really good. And also we're going to be using some of their Dome Soother post-shave cream while I talk about more, because honestly, that felt really, really good. It was very fast, very easy, and it's really sleek and compact, which I really like. Also, I use it in the shower and it is fully waterproof, so you can use it wet or dry. I mean, you saw me use it dry and then I used it wet in the shower, so it is amazing. And honestly, that Dome Soother was really smooth as well. It's alcohol-free, so there is no burn right now. So if you are inspired by me being bald to try being bald, or you are already bald yourself, go to manscaped.com. In the description down below, I'll have a link and you can use code ESAM for 20% off. And hey, you also get international shipping, so thank you Manscaped for sponsoring this video. Let's get back to talking about SPARG0 winning. SPARG0 and Hurt did play at Battle of BC this past year, and I know SPARG0 was a bit upset with how that set happened. Obviously losing is always upsetting, right? And he could have won another major, had a stronger spot for this season, but he was really determined to win here. I'm sure he was working on the matchup just offline, but also at Supernova after we had played friendlies, which by the way, if you didn't see us play the friendlies, you can go into the card up above. Me and Chase were coaching him for like 20 or 30 minutes or so combined, and it was very strange that like for some reason like I mentioned that on Twitter and I got like pushback from it, even though like I did help him, and even though like I'm not his main coach, but it was very strange to be just like, yeah, you're like, SPARG0 didn't need your help, he knew what he was doing in the matchup, and then literally in this set he does like exactly like the 2 or 3 things that I told him, as well as the 1 or 2 things that Chase told him that were like really big deals, like very specific things, and we already see some of them here with the Z-catch grenades, like super important, making Snake have to cook these grenades, because if he's just able to throw them at you and then have an easy time going from there, then it's going to be a rough time. Tries to get the turnaround, up tilt does hurt, but the down are gonna go through it. Yep, and there's a spot dodge. Uppy, not gonna kill quite yet. Probably needs like 10-15% more for that to kill. But either way, we do have a very, very even game here. Tons of Z catches right now from SPARG0. Honestly, like, it's really hard to Z catch moving grenades. So this is like, sometimes you do take the body hit, which is what SPARG0 did there, just to make it a little easier. But it's been really, it's really impressive to see how fast he's able to make adjustments. I mean, that's probably one of the best things about SPARG0, is like sometimes when he's frustrated, he can't really make adjustments super quickly. It's when he gets in his own mental type of thing. But like when he's able to like calmly like look at things objectively and be like, okay, this is what I need to do, this is what I have to do, he's able to make adjustments so quickly, which is one of his strongest marks as a player. I mean, it's how he can change the timings for like his back airs and forward airs against opponents like mid-set. Very quick adaptation, very quick learning, messes up the Z drop there, and yeah, or the Z catch there. And that's kind of one of the things about Z catching a bunch of grenades, is when you mess up, it puts you in very scary positions, because suddenly you air dodged, you're not able to like double jump, you're next to a snake, and then suddenly you're scared, don't want to get grabbed down through up tilted, so you roll away into a C4, and that's kind of like the risk of doing the harder thing of the Z catch, but it is really good already. But yeah, in my SPARG0 versus Hurt analysis from before, which I guess was like Hurt winning Battle of BC, I did mention a couple things, which is basically all the stuff I told to SPARG0, mostly the fact that he was jumping at a lot of the wrong times for advantage. He was basically just like guessing, like he was hard guessing air dodges when he can like cover options a lot more consistently, and it's stuff that he did really well in this set. Just like very quick adjustments were able to lead to huge amounts of damage, which I'll call out when he does. I think he already did it a little bit, but I was talking about other stuff, so it's fine. And that's going to be a dash attack. SPARG0 gets limit so often, it's actually insane. Jumps there, just, you know, if the snake's going to be reverse all the way to the corner, that's kind of okay. You want him to be in the corner so you can take all your stage. SPARG0 didn't capitalize very much off of it, but it's still fine. Limit cross slash into grenade's going to be like 40%. Hurt still throwing his grenades really early, and SPARG0 continuing to Z-catch them. Hurt needs to adjust and like cook these grenades a little bit longer, but it's hard. Gets the B reverse there with the forward tilt. You're fine getting hit by grenade there, because that's a stock for 10%. That's a good trade. Nice back air. Dash attack. It's 2-frame. Nope, misses it barely. There's a back air. He's trying to get this edge guard, but again, he's expecting the early air dodges. Hurt doing a really good job at recovering there. But like this corner pressure, again, SPARG0's corner pressure is always amazing. Like it's literally something we point out all the time. Like any person that analyzes SPARG0 will point out all the time is how good he is in the corner. And Hurt's kind of been trapped there, like this whole stock, 90%, finally getting back to center with like no pressure from SPARG0 actually. There's going to be a back throw, tries to get the 2-frame with the Nikita. Back throw should be, yep. Gets limit instead of, he can't really jump to platform to pressure because there's a C4 there, so he opts to get limit to make everything more threatening and then up smashes the grenade. It's actually crazy, or sorry, up smashes the back air because again, everything Snake does is very, very punishable. Literally everything he does other than like max space down tilt is safe on, or sorry, is unsafe on shield. And even then against Cloud, you can actually, or like Cloud can actually up B the max space down tilt. Granted, he'll be far enough away that he probably can DI out, but I don't think Snake's fast enough to punish that. So we do go to game 2 here. Like SPARG0 just being really cognizant of all of these you know, unsafe moves, which is again something just like I reaffirmed to him. I'm sure he knew that, but I don't think he realized how unsafe everything was because he was a bit surprised when we talked about it. Nice, there we go with the F tilt optimal punish to get the grenade. You know, did a better jump there even if he didn't actually hit it. But again, here, these type of things, just like being able to like do those falling up airs, that's exactly what you want to do because if a Snake B reverses, you can react to that and do like a reverse up B or a double jump back air for Cloud. And it's just really like getting those couple of extra hits is so important. Evading the grenades, he's just making it such a hard mix-up. And Hurt threw a grenade after he got hit. He didn't have a double jump though. Oh, no, he did, but he used it immediately and was just a little bit too low. So SPARG0 was able to sneak in with that back air, get the early stock, 13%. And he basically has full limit, which he's going to get right now. There's going to be up B, but again, Hurt DIing out, not able to get anything more. Beautiful there, no double jump. Again, really good there, just recognizing the fact that no double jump, he's probably going to air dodge, and even if he grenaded, it's fine to take up air and grenade damage for a grenade damage on SPARG0. Jumped early there, which I honestly really liked because Hurt didn't have any falling momentum, which again is just going to allow you to get some mix-ups, and again, Hurt did B reverse away from it. But either way, it's still going to be very, very potent. And, you know, again, if the only option that Hurt can do is B reverse out of the corner because you're covering everything else, it's fine because you are likely to just like have good corner pressure. And again, SPARG0 was just so good. Great limit up B there. Again, everything is unsafe for Snake. It's one of the reasons I don't think he's like super broken is because it's like, yeah, he can like win the mental war against you. Crazy up tilt, that was so good. He can win the mental war against you, but like if you're on top of your punish game, it's so hard for Snake to do what he wants. Like obviously he's like still top tier as hell, right? But like I just don't think he's as good as people nowadays think he is, just because the disadvantage can be really scary. He has to put himself in bad positions very, very often, and you can use your tools, or you can use his tools against him. And SPARG0's doing like excellently at that right now. Obviously SPARG0 world-class player, obviously, so like it's not, you know, easy, right? He messed up the Z catch there and it leads to scary positions, but like there's plenty of positions that are really scary. Does again a good jump there. The fastball air dodge might have been able to come out, but either way he would have been able to fall on top of him with like a down air, probably. Beautiful down smash to get Snake off stage because again it does limit where he can recover. Okay, great grab, forward throw. Back air, just again, he would have also been able to cover the B reverse if he did it. Tries to get the down air there. No up B on the neutral, got up a little bit too slow. I mean, I don't blame him. It's hard to hit that. The fact that he does so consistently is kind of crazy. And Hurt cornering himself with a bunch of grenades, just trying to cook them a little bit more because SPARG0 has been able to, you know, throw them back at him. I love this attempt to up smash by Hurt because if that actually hit SPARG0 shield, it would have been a guaranteed up tilt because there's too much shield stun for you to do anything about it. So great recognition by SPARG0 there. And again, hits that air dodge. Like that's the thing is like Snake, like Hurt's gotten back probably like 6 or 7 times with air dodge, and like you can just start hitting them, and like SPARG0's barely off a couple times, but the dash attack gonna be a little bit better there. And that's just the type of thing you can really do, like if you're a character with a good 2-frame or able to hit those air dodges, because like the Snakes have to air dodge there, right? Like they have to like air dodge if they're going away from it, or if they up B, then they're gonna have to air dodge so that you don't just like hit them for free, or if they need that little bit of extra distance. SPARG0 taking a lot of damage from these grenades though. Like basically all the damage he's taken has been from grenades, but hey, still winning right now. So that is I wish that was an up B. That would have been a sick up B to hit the Cypher there, but it probably wouldn't. It might have killed actually. Yeah, it probably would have killed all the way up there. Again, does a little bit of an early jump because he's trying to just cover one option, and if he's wrong, it's fine because at least he's not reversing the position out of his favor, which is something that happened at Battle of BC a lot. He would jump up there to try to hit Hurt, and then he would like be scared of up tilt and like have to air dodge away, and that's when Hurt would like dash attack him, and because he uses double jump already, he would be off stage and die. So like just that small adjustment of like making sure that when you are off stage, you're not putting yourself at risk. Was really good. He, you know, guessed there on the 50-50 of Beerverse or not. Hurt didn't. Spargo expected him to, but gets the Beerverse there, and that's going to be the stock. Again, choosing really, really good places to jump. He's, you know, showing that he's like sniffing out things like fast fall air dodge, and so it's making Hurt uncomfortable to do so, but like Snake only has so many options when you're in disadvantage, right? It's Beerverse C4, Beerverse grenade, fast fall back air dodge. Like, that's it. But yeah, beautiful C4 catch by Hurt, just at the edge of the platform. It's really, it's sometimes hard to see it, or you just forget, or like the C4's disappeared. Nice blade beam as well. Those blade beams were really, really important in the Battle of the BC set, and then like he stopped doing them at some point, but right now Spargo's just like on top of everything without needing to, but the couple he's been doing have been very good, whether it's limit blade beam or normal blade beam, just to like halt the momentum, reset the grenade timers, and just like, okay, now I'm ready to play the game again. Knowing when to shield the grenades as well. Messes up the Z catch, that's gonna be bad damage. Oh, yeah, he thought he had a double jump, but he did not. He double jumped right before the second grenade hit. I think he tried to like double jump air dodge or something. Yeah, he double jumped right before the back air, I guess, probably like frame one of the air dodge. Or sorry, frame one of the double jump, so not going to be able to live that there. I mean, could have, but he wasn't ready for it. I like Hurt throwing that grenade down after that Cypher. Again, Hurt very, very clever, very quick at adapting. I mean, he's been throwing less grenades to let Spargo Z catch them. Granted, he also got lucky that Spargo messed up what he was trying to do, so there's a back air. Grab, down throw, the grenade gonna explode? Oh, not quite. Either way, has the stage position, I feel like, for the first time in a long time. There's a grenade explosion, not gonna be able to be anything. Spargo jumping away from the C4, which is correct. Nice grab, not gonna be able to get more though. Yep, there's the fast fall air dodge. Again, Spargo jumping a little bit late there, like, you know, just didn't expect him to, but Hurt, of course, very ready for everything for landing. There is a sticky, is he gonna die right here? No, he's not. Oh, actually transfers. Ooh, nice up smash. That's something that Hurt's been caught a couple times for this set, is just this like up smash, the reverse out of the corner. He tried doing it from ledge. Spargo killed him for it. He tries doing it there out of the corner. Spargo kills him for it. Like, just probably expecting more so a jump than the jump back a reverse forward. But regardless, you know, if you're right in the general concept, it doesn't matter how exactly right you are. Forward throw. Sorry, forward air and dash attack, gonna be some good damage. Spargo jumping up there, maybe a little bit late, but still got the hit. There's grenades. Up tilt for Snake is going to kill. Limit blade beam gonna get stuffed by the grenade, so not actually gonna be the full hit. Great early air dodge to ledge by Hurt. That's gonna be a downer out of shield. Again, dash tag very punishable. Messes up the Z catch, so he air dodges and then gets hit by the grenade. That literally entirely flipped the position. No dash attack though. That backer gonna hit. Don't think Spargo meant to grab the ledge there. Really weird position over there. Nice nair. I love that quick back hit. Tried to just up smash an aggressive option from Hurt, but it didn't show up there. 176, so grab is lethal. So many things are lethal. Gets the roll out of the corner. That is something Hurt does all the time. Spargo just, you know, I guess the last thing I told Spargo was like, be comfortable in the corner. Be okay with jumping backwards in the corner because he can't pressure you there unless he's gonna like full hop raw back air. Like, you shouldn't roll out of the corner, and the Snakes are just ready for it, right? Like, Spargo, to his credit, hasn't done it like the whole set. That's the first time he's done it, and that's exactly when Hurt was ready for it because top player things. Spargo counterpicking back to PS2 because there was modified DSR at this tournament, and game one was really, really good for him. So I totally understand going back here. Sometimes the stage is good for Snake, but I feel like Spargo's just super comfortable here. I mean, he plays entire sets here very, very frequently, so obviously the comfort for him is really, really high, as well as the fact that he won super hard game one, but he is running into a couple of grenades here, Hurt with a really, really strong start. And hey, sometimes when the Snakes are doing these things, you just gotta chill for like 20 seconds just on the platform. Oh, beautiful recognition of where the grenade was gonna be, so good. No double jump on Hurt. Hurt, of course, be reversing over there. I just saw Spargo staying on the platform. He's like, I don't wanna be here. Again, we're having a slow war here of attrition, but, you know, Spargo's also slowly getting limit as this happens. Hits that. No grenade gonna hit there, but forward tilt on that Beerverse yet again, attempt out of the corner. Like, he's just been so ready for Hurt's attempts of Beerversing to get out of the corner. Jumps. Yep, that was a little bit of a better timing, right? Because we did see Hurt pull this grenade. And so, like, regardless of beer reverse or not there, the only option there for Hurt was air dodge to get out of that, and air dodging that high is pretty unlikely, just because it's going to be, like, punishable later. Oh, hits the forward air. I'm not sure if that even meant it, and that's the air dodge to ledge. That's what I'm talking about. Like, snakes get away with this a ton, and just not going to there because Spargo's ready for it. So suddenly, a very strong Hurt lead turns into a 3-stock to 1-stock lead for Spargo, getting most of his limit again. In the corner, it seems like he remembered, hey, gotta be comfortable in the corner, because that's, again, just where Hurt gets a lot of snakes get a lot of their money, is like people doing things out of the corner. Like Kronos beat Zomba because of the rolls out of the corner. Like, there's plenty of positions where, you know, Snake just gets a lot out of the corner. Dash tech there, beautiful spacing to not even pop the grenade. There's a hit there with the up air into the just slow grenade. I think Hurt maybe expected the grenade to blow up a little later. Just to back air the shield, there's like so much damage. He was at 27 and suddenly he was at 80. Like, the dash attack is at 14. Up air there because he can just land and punish an air dodge. 82 gets limit, and then of course you know what he's gonna do. The finishing touch hits both sides, the non-beer reverse and the beer reverse, and all he's worrying about is fast fall air dodge there, but just banking on the fact that he wasn't going to. He was at 3 stocks to 1. It didn't really matter realistically, and that is going to be Spargo winning winners semis to make it to winners finals, where he beat Shattuck. But we're going to be watching the grand finals. You know what we're going to be watching: the Roy. One little piece of information before we go into the Roy, because I'm not going to watch the Aegis game, but Spargo actually used Aegis to beat Ken to make it to day 2. I believe it was not like winner's quarters, but the round before that, the round of 16. And the Aegis did not work versus Sonics. Sonics is ridiculous at that matchup. So then, of course, we see the Roy counter pick, which some people were ready for, but I personally wasn't. But it makes sense, right? You have a lot of really, really fast moves. You are a fast character. You have crazy kill potential. And the thing about Sonic, and specifically Sonics, is like you need to make the most and get your kills as early as possible when Sonic is in the corner, because Sonic does corner himself a lot. If you're able to make him grab the ledge, you can get some ledge traps, and that's going to be literally like the characters that do the best are do the best against Sonic are the characters that can make that happen with like big damage or big kills in the corner, which is Samus. You think Fox because his ledge trapping is incredible. You think Pikachu because his ledge trapping is incredible and he has T-Jolt and like random like dash attacks and stuff. And Roy is going to be probably not like a winning matchup for Roy, but either way, like has the tools to win. No forward air there from Sonics was actually kind of crazy. He's able to just like play the scrambles with down tilt. He's able to play the scrambles with jab. So like the close quarter combat is most of the time going to be in Roy's favor. The edge guarding can be scary, of course, because I mean, especially like Sonics the player is so good at edge guarding. But just able to throw a bunch of big moves out and kind of just like disrespect the space that Sonics normally has. Like, it's the same thing you do with Aegis, except the recovery's a little bit stronger. Beautiful tech chase there by Spargo with the jab onto platform into catching the tech in with a forward tilt. Beautiful there by Spargo. Spargo gets to just use his great player attributes as well, of just like his movement is crazy, his jumps are immaculately timed, his aerials are great, and Roy just able to swing so many hitboxes, like being able to do things. Again, it's the same thing Aegis does in like the good context of the matchup for Aegis, of just like I can throw a move out and then really quickly like land and punish an air dodge, because like Sonic is so hard to pin down, but we get a pin down there. No double jump right now on Sonics, not gonna be able to get the kill. There's hitting the roll. And again, also, ledge trump back air is so threatening that you really have to get off the ledge quite quick against Roy a lot of the times, unless you're just going to like hard call out the fact that they're not going to do it. Good air momentum is just going to make it a little bit harder to edge guard. Again, like you can definitely edge guard. Spargo trying to do a fancy angle there, not going to hit it. So that is going to be even stocks, but 84% is a lot. Down tilt. Forward tilt, just hitting him out of the air. Again, just having a lot of good combinations of tools, both in the air and on the ground, to swat Sonic out, which is exactly what you need to do. Great up air there by Sonics. Misses the back air, but oh, so much damage. The coverage there was crazy for Sonics. Because like a lot of the times Sonics the player, and I guess Sonic the character, can kind of like in this position, right, with this forward air that Spargo does, I feel like a lot of times Sonics will try to hit that with the forward air. I mean, he does there. But just like it's so hard to do that against Roy because his aerials are so fast that like you second guess yourself, which is exactly what happened here, where like Sonics is like there and then kind of just like, oh, I'm not sure, and then like jumps, and then Spargo's just ready to pull the trigger because you can't really hesitate. Like if you're gonna commit, you have to commit against Sonic. Like the hesitation should come from should I or not, but once you make the decision, you don't wait, you just go. Yep, saves his double jump, so the forward air going to trade with the uppy. Again, the transcendent uppy might be helpful in this instance just because it might trade a lot. There's going to be no double jump on Sonic's. Back air, no sweet spot. Back air, no sweet spot. It's crazy. And that back air would have been the sweet spot, but not going to be the hit. No double jump on Roy, and that's going to be the stock. Welcome to the reversals Sonic can bring. And again, Sonic's himself went on a crazy losers run, lost to Snow and Winners, and won like 10 sets, or not, maybe probably not that many. Well, no, probably like 7 or 8 sets in losers, which is honestly insane to make it all the way back to grand finals. Because you know Sonic's is going to be in grand finals, but you know SPARG0's going to win this game with that forward tilt. Just again, a beautiful sweet spot, just able to hit those no double jump aerial, or those no double jump, spins, which are going to be the weakest part of Sonic there. And SPARG0 just so good at cornering Sonic in general. I mean, obviously these two play a ton, know a lot of the habits, and just able to capitalize. Oh, nice footstool downer out of shield. Dude, players are becoming demons in this game. Getting like consistent footstool punishes for like 60% is actually insane. Forward tilt there. And again, another footstool homing attack. Oh, nice by SPARG0, getting a ton of damage. 63, really, really quick. Jab on the neutral get up. Tries to get it there, but not going to time it correctly. SPARG0, being lucky that Sonic wasn't able to get that tech chase there, trying to swing with the downer just to dissuade Sonic from doing a back air and up tilt. That just beat spin by damage? That's crazy. I actually didn't know that. One of the advantages for SPARG0, I feel like, just he's so good at his jump timings in general against so many players, and like he's really good at the specific jump timings to do against Sonic, where you kind of how do you say it? Like you see him spin. I mentioned it in the Tadakatori set against Ken, if you want to go back and watch that again, card up above. But he does that a lot when it comes to just like jumping around where spin is going to be. If he doesn't have a hitbox ready to like work correctly, there's going to be that nair after that fair didn't work correctly, and that is going to be stock lead for Sonic's. Fake trump. I don't know if he just messed it up either. There's going to be a jab, going to be shielded again. Jab in the corner is grabbable because you don't actually get pushed back enough to not be able to grab, which is something very, very important. Nice down tilt by Sonic's, trying to get a 2-frame there. Does, I think, SPARG0's dead. No, why didn't he just forward air? That was such an unnecessary homing attack. He could have just forward aired. I mean, I guess his forward air didn't work last time, but like, I don't know, man. Jump forward air there? Now you're going to get Jared, even if it's not a jab back air, it's jab up air, that is still a Jared. SPARG0 evening up the stocks, but again, great damage from Sonic's, ready for so many random hits. It is so hard to be as ready to confirm, especially like random Sonic hits, as Sonic's is. Like, he's just so good at it. There's the forward air, that's what I'm talking about. And that is going to be 2 stocks to 1 for Sonic's. This is hard to come back from, right? Like, Sonic's with a stock lead, you really have to be on and ready to punish this disadvantage of Sonic, which is really, really hard to punish. There's going to be a nair, no double jump, try to get a 2-frame, not going to hit it. Again, just really trying to get this 2-frame, but Sonic's mixing up his uppy timings very, very well. Some early, some late. I love the air dodge back there, just like realizing, hey, I messed up. I don't want to get reversal with up air and take all the damage that he just took. But it wasn't off of reversal, so it's different. Again, trying to get these 2 frames. I don't know if that one he just messed up his actual trump attempt, because trump back air at 75 will probably kill, which is honestly insane. SPARG0 doing a really good job at mixing up his techs as well, which is just, again, really, really difficult to do, because like I feel like just Sonic and Sonic's as a player can just cover so much and you never feel comfortable. There's the trump attempt, but a little bit too early, so Sonic's has to be aware, like, hey, you're actually going for it. Hits the neutral get up there, and that is going to be the jab back air. It was interesting how much Sonic's neutral get up in this set. I feel like ledge jump just to be a little bit harder to hit. Like, if they're right, they're right, but I feel like neutral get up into jab is like the easiest and most bread and butter thing, so I would have liked to see more ledge jumps. Even some get up attacks, which I don't feel like he did very often, but I could be misremembering. Just like, I mean, it doesn't really matter in this game, because that's going to be the stock. But still, just like, you don't want to give Roy the easiest thing. Like, I'm obviously super privileged when I play against Sonic or Roy because I just quick attack, because I play Pikachu. But you don't want to give him the neutral get up. That's like the easiest thing. Unless he's showing that he's going to cover the roll, which SPARG0's basically just been jabbing at the ledge. Nice falling down air, but not going to combo into the drop through up air. Would have been crazy, honestly, if it did. And the back air going to be able to swat out any Sonic like dash attack attempt. Probably still could have got it if he did it super perfectly, but it's really, really hard to do that. Great up air as well. The little bit of landing lag, as in like complementary, there isn't a lot of landing lag, makes it really difficult to whiff punish those aerials with basically anything. You have to super preemptively do it. Again, like, I don't know how people do it without quick attack at all. Up air, back air, almost getting the kill there for Sonics, but not quite. That's going to be spin into Nair, not going to kill. And these characters are basically even right now. Like, Roy has a ton of kill moves that will kill at this percent. Finally does a roll there. Great stuff to Sonics. Great choice to do it there. Again, if he gets F-tilted, he's probably not going to die at 85. It would have to be maybe side B, which again is a bigger commitment for Spargo there, which is a little bit scary. Nice dash attack. Early recover, still has his jump. So he's, yeah, trying to do it to get under the spring. And if, you know, Sonics forward airs, then he forward airs and GG's. And that's a forward tilt for Sonics. Has another lead. Oh, misses the back air. That's so unfortunate. That might have been double back air. That could have actually been the stock with just how potent Sonics' edge guarding is. There's the trump, and that's going to be neutral B. Oh, I love neutral B there, but such a good recovery by Sonics, bouncing off of the stage with that homing attack to actually give him like the ability to recover further out, and then does the up B away from the ledge so the neutral B didn't work. That was legitimately insane by Sonics. Neutral got up into Jair. I also saw people saying that Spargo missed a bunch of his jab back airs, or like he didn't hit one. Like, he literally hit one in multiple games, and I don't understand why people were saying that. People ain't watching the same game. Nice grab by Sonics. It's so scary because like you feel like you have to shield so much against Sonic, and then he just like grabs you in the perfect positions. Nice side beat there, noticing that it was actually spin charge there and not a spin dash, which means there's no invincibility there, which means that the side B is going to work regardless. So he just recognizes that, gets 15%. Such, again, the awareness from Spargo is honestly crazy. Great get up attack there, but get up attacking at low percent is not going to be as rewarding, but also less risky, so I guess it makes sense. Tries to get a 2-frame, not going to get it. Tries to get a ledge hop, doesn't get it. Homing attack whiffing. The Spargo was under the platform, so it's honestly better that it whiffed than it hits the platform. Corner pressure, very scary. Jab going to knock off ledge. Love the wall jump attempt, just again making this timing really ambiguous. It's the ledge hop aerial. There's going to be another up air. Gets the air dodge. No, he doesn't. Up air not working as well because Roy's a fast faller, which is just like little intricacies of Sonic's moves like not quite working as good as they're quote unquote supposed to because they quote unquote fixed it. But also it didn't deserve to be fixed. That's a Jair, not going to be the kill though. In that instance, I like DI in because that little bit of extra space. That one was actually really hard. I don't know if he could have got that one in this position with how good Sonic's DI was. I actually don't know if he was able to do it. Homing attack. Oh, great there by Sonics. Also pressuring with the spring, and the forward smash was so good. These two are just so good. Oh, reads the roll too. Insane read there by Spargo. Like, Sonics does roll in that position a lot, but like to be so ready for it with a kill move, like almost preemptively, it felt like, is honestly just insane. Spargo is just so good at catching player habits. He's like one of the best, if not the best player in the world for doing so. I mean, obviously Spargo is like an incredible player, so there's not many players that would be better at it than him regardless. Up being out of the corner, that's going to be some good damage. I think that was the first up B in neutral that we've seen, which is honestly a really good tool in this matchup as well because it has the armor, so it can actually armor through spin and then get some good damage as a response. Obviously committal, so if you're wrong, you're going to die, especially at percents like 153, but either way, how much damage can Spargo get before he drops this stock? I don't remember. Nair jab, not going to work. Side B, also not going to work. Sonic's aggressive with that Nair. No double jump on Spargo right now. The up air did trade with a dash attack. The falling up air is just so good. Able to cover the space behind. There's a side B. Tries to up smash it, which I don't blame him for. I mean, could have gone for up air, but hey, whatever. Jab. Again, great DI. Actually, maybe could have got that jab side B, but wasn't ready for the DI away. I probably wouldn't have sweet spot, but that would have been crazy. 182 on Spargo right now. Sonic's unable to get this kill. Spargo just only letting him get small hits that don't really matter, but eventually it will put you off stage, or you're just gonna get like forward air to neutral or forward tilted. That works, and that is going to be last stock with 60%. Down smash probably was not what he wanted. I mean, he did like wince in the camera. Probably meant to forward smash, but just messed it up. That's going to be jab Nair. Going to be some good damage. Doesn't want to stale his back air or forward air either because they're his kill moves. That's going to be jab forward air. Because he didn't stale it, it's the stock. Sometimes you don't need to do the fancy thing. He also messed up. You can see him shake his head. But either way, that's going to be enough. Just sometimes jab forward air is good enough. You too. Because again, SPARG0 lost a game that I didn't show because it was Aegis and not the Roy. So game 5 going to go to PS2. I do like the concept. How do you fall out of the side B? Oh, he actually just SDI'd up out of it. That's crazy. I didn't know you could do that. Good to know. Yeah, I don't mind this concept by Onyx here because you want the space to be able to run away from SPARG0's aggression, but it is also scary because these side blast zones from the ledge are a little bit closer than other stages. I don't think it's as close as Town, but it's closer than the other stages. But of course, both players super comfortable here, so I think it's a comfort pick. I don't know what the better stage to pick is. SPARG0 probably banned them, so I'm not sure. SPARG0 has Sonics in the corner, but unable to get more. Tries to get up smash, didn't see how he exactly was going to be at the ledge. Up smash not going to kill, but if he was on the platform, it would have. Bad DI by Sonics right there, almost dying to sour spot up smash. What happened? I guess he didn't have a double jump and didn't recognize that. Oh yeah, he tried to do jump spin, or I'm not sure if he messed up, but SD from Sonics, unfortunate there in this game 5 position, trying to force the reset. Up air not working there, going to lead to a 23% reversal. Kind of unfortunate for Sonics. There's a get up attack again, only doing the get up attack at the low percent, unwilling to risk it at the higher percent, which is kind of ironically when you need to do it when it's a higher risk option, because it's just like, not even critique of Sonics, it's just like, it's hard against Roy, right? And get up attack just is super important because you can't let him just spam jab at the ledge. You have to actually do something to make him stop that. And the nice side B there, just predicting that Sonics was going to go in or trying to whiff punish some type of aerial. Tries to go for a ledge trump there, not going to be it. I like that side B attempt, no double jump, almost got 2-framed there. There's a roll, which is really nice from Sonics again, just you got to establish more ledge options, which I like that he's doing. Neutral get ups again, so scary. Oh, could have been an up out of shield potentially, but SPARG0 not going to go for it, trying to get a turnaround down tilt, which is not quite the punish. Dash attack on that spin, air dodge there. Beautiful, just like, that's a I know Sonics type of move there, and just hitting that with the air dodge. Tries to go for the ledge trump finally. I think that was like the 3rd attempt. Oh, doesn't go for the landing back here, tries to get the landing F tilt instead, but a little bit too slow because of those extra frames you got to land. And again, yet another just great recognition with Roy's fast ground speed, able to just guess what Sonics was going to do, because again, they play all the time. They're so familiar with each other in so many different grand finals, able to hit that F tilt, and that is a 3-stock to 1-stock deficit. Just SPARG0 playing so well. Oh, I love those dash attack whiff punishes. That's kind of like the only thing you can do on those really fast Roy aerials, but even then, like, he's been whiff punished a couple times for them. SPARG0, I was going to say, like, hasn't really been pressing buttons. Love the counter there. Again, no double jump here on Sonics, so he had to, once he committed to that side B, he had to go. So a counter is going to be inevitable there. Gets springed out of his double jump, that's always so scary, but able to bring it back. Thankfully, the spring sent him the correct way to recover, because if it sent him to the left, he was simply dead. Both playing really tight neutral. Sonics obviously doesn't want to give anything up. And SPARG0 doesn't want to approach under that platform, potentially get grabbed, but he does so there, gets the forward throw. We are at the ledge. Is he going to neutral get up? Nope, goes for ledge jump. That's what I'm saying. Like, he's getting caught for it, but, you know, it's better than getting jab back aired. Like, I'd rather get up aired a billion times than jab back aired. Speaking of which, he neutral get ups into jab back air, and that is going to be SPARG0 winning Supernova with the Roy counter pick. Honestly, insane there. And SPARG0 winning his first major in quite some time, I feel like. He won back at, what was it, Collision? Has he won since then? I don't remember. Yeah, like, he's won a bunch of C-tier events, but his last big event victory was Collision, so it has been, what, 6 months, 5 months since he's won a big event, and Supernova was the biggest, is going to be the biggest event of the year, so a great one to win there. But yeah, I feel like honestly the pressure of him not being so close to number 1, because like being number 2 or number 3 is like really hard. Like obviously different for me because much lower level, but like there was a couple times where I was like, oh my god, I might be top 10, and then like the last 2 events of the like ranking season, I would flop super hard because I had that pressure on my back of like, oh my god, I can be top 10, I can finally do it, and then I would crumble entirely. So being like this close to number 1, I can't imagine that pressure just like amplified, especially with all of his goals and everyone being like, oh my god, SPARG0's going to be the new number 1 someday, and then finally was a little bit lower on the last rankings, and I think he knew that he wasn't going to be up there, able to work on his form and then win when it counted at Supernova. And again, also had 3rd at Kagedibi x Kowloon, so like that's really good as well. Getting 3rd at the other P tier so far of this season is incredible. And yeah, SPARG0 just playing super well. Very happy to see him win. I always love a good SPARG0 win. Congrats to him. Again, thank you to Manscaped for sponsoring this video. Check out the link in the description. Again, use code ESAM for 20% off, and I will see you all next time. Peace.